It's go time. Welcome to deer season 2024. It is ridiculously hot today. It's about 80 degrees. You have the canoe loaded up. Wasn't sure about which spot to go to. Pretty indecisive. Don't want to burn any of my good spots where I know there's quite a few bucks at just because it's so hot and I don't really anticipate a ton of movement today. So I'm going to go to a spot that I hunted for the last couple of years, 1 or 2 times a year. The back end of this big lake. It's got a bunch of white oaks in there. It's been raining acorns everywhere, so hopefully the white oaks are raining and the deer are in it. Got to be sneaky with my approach. I'm trying to stay cool as possible, so I've got Crocs and shorts and a t-shirt. I'm going to stay in this until I canoe across the lake here and then get up on the other side of it, and then I'll change hopefully in the shade because it is balmy out right now. We're going to see what happens. 2024, I'm pumped. Alright, well, it's just past 3. I just pulled the canoe up off the edge of the creek here, or the pond rather. I'm going to take a couple minutes to try to cool off. It's a lot cooler here in the shade on this hillside than out in the sun. I think the deer are going to be bedded up on this hill right here, off the point on that side, so I'm going to follow the edge of the pond down and then try to skirt up into the white oak patch in the middle. That way hopefully anything bedded on the point out here will come by, skirt the high top third of this hill and walk right in front of me. Boy, it's quiet in here though. I'm going to have to be real quiet. I made it to the tree. I'm up on this bench. Bedding point is out that way. Got some blowdowns and stuff here on the downhill side of me. I think anything coming off that point, walk this transition line in front of me. There's a ton of red oaks dropping in here, but I think the whites are further down. If there's anything on that point, I have a good chance of it walking in front of me, or something looking to munch on red oak acorns because there's a ton of them in here. I'm gonna get up in this big oak. Try to stay quiet. We'll see up there. Well, that's about gonna do it for camera light tonight. A lot of effort, 0 deer. We're gonna be back after them next week. I'm gonna get down from the tree, paddle out of here. Looking forward to next weekend. I'll see you then. Well, welcome back. It's Saturday.
significantly cooler than last weekend. It's about 60 degrees. Leaves are starting to pop. Feels right, dude. Feels like a good killing day today. Headed over to a spot I hunted a couple times last year. The hillside butts up to this swamp. We got a slight breeze out of the east today, so sets up good for west side of the hill bedding. Hoping to scout my way in. Ran a couple cameras in here. I know of a couple big deer that are in here. There's two of them that are real nice that I would love to see. So I'm gonna go in and try it. First sitting here of the year, so we'll see what happens. I got sweaty, but I found the spot. It's just after 3. Just an old skid trail back that way. I'm on this spine with all kinds of blowdowns and everything. But I found a huge shed up in here earlier in the year. Big 10-pointer. So I think he's bedding on this side hill somewhere up here with the wind blowing that way over his back. If he doesn't want to walk out in the wide open skid path down here, he'll be back here on the downwind side of it, walking through these blowdowns and shit. Hopefully right under me so I can stick an arrow through him. I'm gonna get up in this big battle area right here. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Not off to a very eventful start of this video. 2 sets, no deer. It's okay. We're in New Hampshire. That's how it goes sometimes. Getting back after it tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Alright, well, it's Sunday today. We're headed over to a piece of public land that neither of us have been to yet, but always wanted to. Know that it gets a lot of pressure during gun season, but it's a pain in the butt to get back into. So I don't really know how many people are going to be trudging around this big, huge swamp for bow season. So that's where we're headed today. It's about 60 degrees out, partly cloudy, beautiful day. Hopefully we see some deer today because been on a dry spell so far, but the season's young. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Gonna go meet up with Dakota and make a game plan. I just knocked on the door to a landowner who owns a shit ton of land on the back end of these public lands. I asked him if we could, park on his land to walk through it to get to the public, and he was like, "Oh yeah, go for it." And I told him it was just for today. Got me and my brother-in-law. We got 2 trucks coming, so it'll just be for today. And he was like, "Yeah, oh yeah, you're glad you caught me. I'm never up here." It was a huge, awesome house, so waiting for Dakota to show up, and then we're gonna get after it. Boy, feels like a good day today, so I'm pretty pumped. I just hope we see some deer in here.
Out of the road.
It's going down for real.
Dude, this is going down. This is a sweet spot, dude.
All right, well, we just got changed up here on the side of the road, getting ready to work into the back end of this huge public piece. Big ass swamp. Looks like it sets up really, really well for just a hard to get to spot that bucks could be safe from human pressure, because if they were to access it from the roadside, they'd have to walk through this impregnable swamp. We're going in through the back door.
That's what we're going to have to call this spot.
The back door
The
spot.
back door.
No pun intended. Maybe a little pun. I'm gonna walk about 3/4 of a mile back in here. Try to stay cool. Scout in as we go, and it should be awesome. Closing remarks.
Game time.
just dipped down in here where we saw that bear. Dakota didn't really have a clean shot, so he elected to pass, do the ethical thing. And it would also suck dragging a bear 3/4 of a mile uphill out of here in a 63-degree day. So we just got to this awesome pinch point we've never been to. Huge swamp, pinches down movement going this way. There's a clear cut right there and a clear cut right behind me with one trail in between them that goes like this. So this is like a 3-way highway pinch point with oaks that are dropping, and there was a big bear in here. There's fresh deer sign in here, so this is a dynamite spot. Dakota's gonna get set up in this hemlock right here where you can kind of shoot everything around him. And I'm gonna break back off and go circle way around him and try to cover another pinch point to maximize our odds for tonight. But this is a dynamite spot.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Seeing that bear in here and the acorns and all the droppings. And then this is all beat down.
This is beat down
Way
here.
more than we've seen anywhere else.
So this is gonna be awesome.
Game time.
Good luck, brother. just shot a f***ing giant. Holy f***, dude. Holy f***, dude. Alright. There's a lot to unpack. I didn't do an interview when I got here because I thought I could be close to bedding bucks on this swamp behind me. Sure enough, I was right. I heard them get up out of the swamp right on the edge of it, and then it took them 15 or 20 minutes to walk out, and then I just saw tines coming through the hemlocks over here next to me. I didn't know how big he was. And then I came here and I was turning my GoPro on and I was shaking trying to hold my bow because I have it hung up on the other side of the tree. One thing that I noticed right off the bat that I don't like, that the arrow didn't look like it flew very good. It kind of wobbled. I have a left helical, so they should fly relatively straight, but I think I hit that thing good. Oh man, and then the other buck came poking right along. That's a big buck, dude. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, dude. Okay. Alright, I gotta watch that back to see. That was a massive buck, dude. Holy fuck. Okay. I gotta watch the footage back. See what we're working with. I just watched it back. I couldn't really tell from the footage. The buck kind of was behind a tree from the camera angle, and I had swung out on this side, and I think I had my 20-yard pin set. The deer was at like 30, and I aimed at the top of its lungs, expecting it to drop. It sounded like it popped good. But I'm not sure, and I don't see my arrow. Alright, I'm gonna get down while I still got a little bit of light left. Dude shot that deer at like 5:45. It's 5:55 right now, so 6. I've got about an hour and 15 minutes left. I don't want to push it though. Oh god, I hope my arrow's right over there or something. Alright, let me get down. Alright, well I just got down. I was in this hemlock just up above that first branch there. Kind of using that as cover. This deer popped out on this hill right behind me. I shot him right through there at like 30, 35. Had my 20 pin set, so I just put it on the top of their lungs and dropped it. It sounded like it popped. I didn't see my arrow until I got down. But when I just looked over here on the hillside where the deer ran, I can see it right there. So, I'm gonna go have a look at the initial impact and go check the arrow, see what blood looks like. Then I have a general direction. Oh, what do we got over here? What the fuck? There's too many deer in here. I'm gonna scare him off.
Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo.
Little pin drops. I don't know where we found the arrow here. Little bit. Doesn't look great. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Maybe a slight quartering away. Didn't get all of it, but it looks like it was. That's good blood. For more than half of it. Maybe I buried it in his offside shoulder. Alright, so we've tracked him up over the log, kind of through here. Just found this, which is good, because it shows that it's got some lung blood in it, which makes me feel a lot better. It's got bubbles, but the amount that of blood that is coming out, it's not very good. Alright, we've gone about 80 yards. Finally, blood's starting to, seems like it's starting to open up here. You got a pretty good spray going right here. That makes me feel a lot better. But I'm not going to feel good enough until I'm looking at him. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I just tracked him across this big clear cut and then up where he took off into the woods. And I mean, it's from where I shot him, probably 150 or so yards up this clear cut. And I mean, he wasn't really, there was that one spot where he kind of opened up and was spraying onto the shrubs there, but he was not leaking really well at all, and I'm starting to get really friggin' worried. Oh man, I mean, that's a tank of a buck for New Hampshire, for anywhere really. That's a friggin' substantial animal, but I think I'm gonna need to back out and then change, come back in with some potential reinforcements, maybe even call a dog, take a better look at my shot. I wasn't able to really get a good look at it from the GoPro angle, the low resolution on my screen to do capture the footage, but see if I can't go somewhere, put it up on a big screen and see what the I'm looking at here, because I'm starting to freak out, dude. Oh, okay, all right. Meet up with Dakota. I guess we'll see you back in a little bit. Every time I shoot a deer. Shut up! Nope! You. Damn it. Oh. Son of a.
They're not in the direction.
We came over to Mike's house.
Hey, what's going on?
Gonna pull it up on the computer and see if we can't get a better angle of what this hit looks like.
Oh, yeah.
He took the night off from hunting, so we're hanging out in his man cave. We're gonna check out this footage and see what it looks like. All right, so we're able to watch the footage, and then it looks like the hit's a lot better than I thought, based on the blood that we were seeing on the ground. Looks like it went just behind the, maybe the high near side lung, and then at a downward angle, probably hit the offside scapula. So we're thinking probably both lungs, but the arrow just didn't penetrate, didn't get a full pass through, and then it snapped off. So dog tracker's on the way. We're calling Diane because Diane is coming clutch with us in the past. She's been killing it lately, her and Rob Richardson. So they're making it about an hour drive to get over to me at about 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. So much appreciated in advance to whatever the outcome is. Just very thankful to have this resource. And then we're gonna hang out here with Mike for a couple minutes, then make our way back over there and meet them, and hopefully we can find this thing, because we just went back and got a real good view at how big this thing is, and it's a freaking absolute tank.
So, like, who do we have?
If you're half as good as your brother, we have Bullet.
Or we had Bullet. Okay.
Bullet found the one antler buck for me.
He looks super excited to be here.
He's always, well, he'll be excited when he gets on the blood.
Spraying a little bit. Oh wow, actually that's better than
Oh yeah, dude.
better than I didn't see that on the way in. But it trickles out. Rock up at the top with a big blowdown. Yep. He's right on the right track.
Yeah, I just the blood.
He goes through these ferns and he cuts up past that big rock right there, and then he goes up to the corner, and I lost blood in those pines right up there. But it trickles out wicked. Right here. It's just like but I think the most substantial blood was on one of these little bushes right here, and then it petered out to almost nothing. And I got real worried and didn't want to push it at all.
Drift. So that rock there.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a drifty spot.
Well, we'll get out of this cut and it'll be better.
Yeah, so he went in like right up there. There's a heritage trail cut into the side of that hill that you can follow his tracks.
Right here.
Steamrolling.
Oh, right here. Yeah.
He's just working, Drift. Take it a minute. I don't want to rush him.
All good. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm not asking any questions. I know you guys.
You guys know. You've been through.
I've been through this.
You've been through it with more blood.
Yeah, blood right here. Blood.
See his tracks. two-toeing it.
Yeah.
Blood.
Standing next to something.
Yeah.
Anything, Rob? Anything? Are we where you were, Tom?
My last blood was back there.
Oh, back there.
Yeah, and I didn't come up this far.
I'll tell you what, I like this a whole lot more than me and you on all fours crawling around.
Yeah.
What? Stay where we are.
Oh, yeah. That's, oh my God.
Hang on. He's got
More
more.
blood.
Just stand still for a second.
Coming. You got him? No, I can't.
Dude, I told you, bro.
Bigger than you thought.
Oh.
Set it up over here. And he stank. There's a rack on that thing.
Oh man.
Come on, brother.
Dude. I am so happy.
Dude, that is a monster.
Our last track.
Oh, thank you.
We'll get in there.
That's bigger than
Oh my God.
and it's way bigger
Dude,
body.
why did, he didn't bleed at all.
The height, Tom.
He's stiff. He died right away.
He's a big dog, dude.
Oh, dude. Yes.
So stressed out.
Oh my God.
It's the height.
Yeah,
That's why he didn't bleed.
Big dog. That's got some thick antlers.
I told you. Yeah, he was.
That's a monster, dude.
Alright, special archery dude. Grip it and rip the tags. Grip it and rip it. Legal beagle.
Illegal beagle.
Burrito. Packaged up, ready for transport here.
Ready for a drag.
Thanks, Mike, for letting us borrow this. We're about to figure out how well it works. Oh, it's like butter.
Hold. We gotta go back. Take your time, bro. We made a lot of ground.
So close.
Yeah.
We're like this far away.
It's like 350, 400 yards. Hop up, take a break. Oh, dang. Here, let's go on each side of his antlers. I hope you come over. Okay. Yep. Yeah, over this guy. Tom.
Back in the truck,
He's in the
guy.
truck, buddy.
Jumping down.
You got anything to say about it?
Thank you for being here.
Dude, absolutely.
coming out with me, dude. This is an awesome day.
This is sweet.
Thank you, Rob, Diane, and Zeus. Zeus this time for coming out, making short work of the track. I mean, we might have found him, but there was some bounds in those pine needles that he wasn't bleeding a lot because the wound cavity was up high here. So thank you guys for coming out on a Sunday night. Dakota, thanks for sticking out with me till 12:15 in the morning. You gotta go home and get up early to go to work. That's gonna wrap up this video. We'll see you guys on the next one.